from Detroit, Michigan, USA. In My House, hosted by T.Carlita, where the true stories are told and great music is played.
Clean up on aisle 5. It sounds like my life right now. Just one big mess.
What's going on?
It's my property taxes.
What?
I am behind and I am so worried that I'm going to lose my house. I can pay some of it, but I can't pay it all at once.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm Eric Sabri, the Wayne County Treasurer. The last thing I want is for anyone to lose their property to tax foreclosure. We have assistance programs to help. Visit us at treasurer.waynecounty.com and we'll help you keep your home. We're here to help.
What's up, Trump tight?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on with you?
I like to say that. Trump tight.
Yeah, me too.
Teasy. Oh, sheezy. No, just kidding. All right, let me behave. Anniversary party. We have a good old time up in here.
Right.
But first of all, I want to say welcome to the show, and I have to say this. Thank you so much for putting that In My House music show theme song together.
Oh, yeah.
I put the call out, and you was like, I got you.
Right.
And I'm like, all right. And it's been playing for a whole year.
Yeah, it's a whole year now.
Today, exactly. Ain't that something you came on today? That is so cool. Plus, I also have to thank you as well, too. I know that you mix, and we're going to get in all of that stuff, but you have an association with Hump the Grinder and Hair Wars, too. You've done mixes for different stylists, my daughter included.
Right.
That was fun.
Right.
Just give me the songs. I got this. And he usually gets them exactly right on the first take. That is so amazing. How do you know how to do that?
Well, first of all, it takes a ear for what you're doing. And it's not just the ear, but you also have to have an eye for what you're doing.
Okay.
So when you can bring your ear and your eye coordination together, I've had times where people have came for me to do Hair Wars tapes for them, and doing it like they wanted me to do it, it wasn't going to work. So I would do two versions. I would do what they asked me to do.
Right.
And I would do what I would do if it was for me.
Okay.
And they usually chose the method that I chose. So it's all about the coordination.
Okay. All right. So speaking of coordination and, music, everything is artistic. Nowadays it's all art, right? So there's art. I think there's art to DJing, and it's very important, like you said, to know what goes with what. So what is the art behind it as far as knowing what to mix and what to play, what not to play? What is involved in that for you?
Well, we have this word us DJs use that we learned during our record pool days, and it's called programming. So the object is to control with the songs you play. You want to build up to a certain point. You want to stop, slow it down, start all over again. But you want to make the music flow so smooth that you don't kill your dance floor. Mm-hmm. It's not just a dance floor, but as a DJ, when you're trying to break a new record, it's like people are pretty scared of something that's new. So you have to find a real slick, smooth way to be able to sandwich that record in between two records and maintain your dance floor. Mm-hmm. Your dance floor is very important. So that's the key.
And we were talking. You just mentioned the record pool days. I had Earl Mixon McKinney on here last year, and we talked about record pool. So let's talk about the record pool days for a minute here, and what impact it had on the industry for DJs back then, and how has that being part of, played a part in what you're doing right now?
Excuse me. The record pools was probably the most instrumental tool that a DJ had above and beyond his Technics 1200s, because in the record pool we learned programming, we learned how to play music, we learned that as DJs we can make or we could break people's career. It's not just taking a song and playing a song, but it's how you play the song. So a lot of times, a DJ would play a song and they would say, okay, the people ain't like that song is whack. We was taught to question ourselves, is it the song or is it the way that you played it?
Wow, okay.
Because that makes a big difference on how you play a record. So now you got guys with 60,000 MP3 files and they go up in the party and they lost. They got too much music. Mm-hmm. So it was a different breed. When we had the record pools, we had guidance and we had leadership. I could go to my pool directors, DJ LaRock or Tyrone Bradley. If I needed a song for a mixtape, they would get on the phone. They would get that song for me. We also had real good relationships with the artists because the artists would come to the record pool, so everybody knew each other. We had relationships. All of that is gone now.
Yep.
It's gone.
Yep.
You are In My House, hosted by T.Carlita, where the true stories are told and great music is played.
Fellas, I'm new in town, and I've been here a couple times. I absolutely love your place, man. But I've got to ask you, if you can, I've heard that you're going to be shutting this place down.
I'm not proud of it, brother, but we're behind our property taxes, and the county is all over us, man. I'm even afraid to even give them a call.
Well, we can't let it go, brother. I mean, we can't give up. There's got to be a GoFundMe campaign that we can run, even past the plate. Is there a forgiveness program or something that's out there?
Well, unfortunately, that's only for the big guys.
No, actually, Wayne County has payment plans for everyone.
Are you for real?
Yes, it's a well-designed program. We want to help you save your business.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm Wayne County Treasurer Eric Sabri. If you have delinquent taxes on your home or business, contact our office, 313-224-5990, or visit our website, treasurer.waynecounty.com. We're here to help.
Got it.
In My House Radio, online 24/7. Featuring only the best techno and house music. And be sure to tune in for Sunday Inspiration, every Sunday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get connected, www.inmyhouse65.com.
I know Hump would share stories about, guys that would come to the record pool, because he even told stories like, Beyonce, before they became famous and who they are. Beyonce came and sat on the steps, and like you said, make or break in the relationship. Proof. He even shared stories how Proof used to be down there so much he didn't know if he was a DJ or artist. He just used to hang out, right?
Every week.
And I know when I first, connected with Hair Wars and Hump, and I even wasn't a DJ, but I used to get a kick out of what you bring in, what y'all get today, go over there and go in the basement, Tyrone, what up, man? Go in that basement, man, pick up your stuff, and it's like, go to work. It's like, it's Christmas every month,
exactly.
Right? Or whatever.
I mean, every Thursday, because it took me like 2 years to get in the record pool, because I had Tyrone's number, Tyrone Bradley, but I would just, call from time to time. I see the number and I call. And I just happened to call one day. It was a Thursday, which was the call day.
Okay.
And we talked, asked him, do you have any openings? He was like, yeah. And I got in the record pool, and from there, the whole game changed, because it's like right now today, if one person get a hot song, every DJ in the world got it. It's an MP3 file out there on the internet.
Yeah.
But when you only got 50, 60 pieces of this vinyl, and you one of the ones that's lucky enough to get this vinyl, that puts you over the top of another DJ, because we going playing these same records that people are hearing on the radio that's new, actually, before the radio is playing them.
Yeah, I remember that too.
So it was certain records that I had. I went to the club, I played them, in particular, Usher, P.D. Pablo, Freak a Leak. I know I played them real sweet. People walked off the dance floor, but that's the thing.
2 weeks later, they
I told
requested it on the air.
I told them 1 week, y'all gonna be asking me to play those same songs, but I still played those songs twice. Even though they walked off the first time, I played it again. So the next time when they come and they hear me play, and I tell them, you're gonna be liking this, they gonna know that I know what I'm talking about based on my ear for music.
And the other part too, with the vinyl, you guys, and that's the other thing, you guys had a way of playing records, because you would play something, a different version, and I'm like, that don't sound like the same record. Or if you played the version, we'll go to Damon's or Shannique's or Kendrick's and go try to buy it, and we be in there humming it, and the guy's like,
Right.
but they just played it at the club last night.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, damn, that's a whole different version.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that part.
Yeah. especially when it came to like techno music, because Detroit, you had Gary Chandler and them. Gary Chandler and them just turned us out on taking the R&B acapella and running it over a basstronic instrumental or a soul waves or something like that.
Yep.
And that's like a Detroit classic thing.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure.
Yes.
So let's talk about something that's really fun. Dealing with promoters and venues. Now, we know how it used to be and how it was and how it is. Has it changed? Is it the same? Or what is that relationship now with the DJs and,
It's changed drastically and unfortunately for the worse.
Uh-oh.
Because you have guys who they don't really have the knowledge of what it really takes to promote a party. Okay. And any type of business you're doing, that business is going to be built on relationships. So the way I look at it, if you hire a DJ to come and do your function, you let that DJ do your thing. But when it's 9 o'clock and nobody's going to get to the club till 11:30, and the promoter comes to you at 10 o'clock telling you to play Young Jeezy, which don't make sense, or either your best records, he got you up in there, he wants you busting your guns early, and then by the time the people get there, you got to play those same songs again. Mm-hmm. So this is what has pit us as DJs against each other, and have promoters, pitting us against each other, because if we're going to keep playing these same songs, why should somebody pay me $500 to play the same songs that somebody else can play on the laptop computer for $50? Mm-hmm. So this is what the party scene has been reduced to through our relationships with the promoters. There's just absolutely no respect for the DJ amongst promoters no more.
Wow. That's really unfortunate, because you as the DJ really make a difference and impact the industry as a whole, not just the dance floor, but music being bought, listened to, or liked or unliked, right?
Or not just that. It depends on the scene that you're in, because if you're dealing with a bar and you DJing in a bar, the owner of the bar, whoever's promoting the party, they don't want you to keep people on the dance floor. You want to get them out there, get them a little thirsty, but you gotta move that bar. And a lot of guys go up in the bar and they get to cutting and scratching, and they all off into their own world, but the bartenders is leaning back with their arms folded. Mm-hmm. So that's a failed situation.
Right. So that's why I call it the art of DJing. You got to know how to keep the party moving, keep the promoter happy, keep the bar happy, and then keep yourself working. Yeah.
And everybody is not going to be happy. Even with the patrons, you're going to have at least one that's not going to like you, but it's a majority thing. If you can get the majority, you cool with them, mm-hmm. you roll with that.
Wow. So let's talk about new technologies. Okay. We talked about MP3s and things like that. Mm-hmm. How has it impacted you as a DJ? Coming from crates, vinyl, the whole 9 yards.
Well, it's going to be an impact, because first of all, it's not just the music business, it's business, period. Mm-hmm. So it's like every job, every hustle known to man is oversaturated with people, and whenever anything is oversaturated, you got something that's serious, you got something that's not so serious. Mm-hmm. So you have some guys that's serious that don't really have the equipment, and I'm here to encourage them and tell them they keep grinding and they serious about it, they'll make it happen. Mm-hmm. Then you have others who might have the money to go and buy all the equipment, but they will never appreciate it like somebody that grinded up on it. Mm-hmm. So with the modern technology, you got controllers, and you got these things called controllers with the little platters and all that, and guys that's using that, and you got some of us older guys that still like our Techniques 1200s. So you got the guys using the 1200s that wants to down the guys that's using the controllers. You got the younger DJs coming in. The older disgruntled DJs don't want to reach out a helping hand and pull up the new DJs, Mm-hmm. And it's like they want to keep them up under them, admiring them. And I think the object is to take those younger DJs. Let's put them on our shoulders and let them see stronger, because the technology is for them. Mm-hmm. We have to look at it. We're on our way out the game. They coming in. Mm-hmm. So if this is what's going to be standard in their time, mm-hmm. don't let that divide you as a DJ.
Right. Well, you Trump, you always been straight up, and I admire you, and I really. Before I even had the honor of meeting you face to face, I had always listen to your music and your mixes, because I have a son that dances, so
Right.
he really puts me up on a lot of the mixed music anyway. And I really appreciate you for coming on the show. So how can people reach you and get in touch with you?
Well, first and off the top, I've had the same cell phone number for 15 years.
Who does that?
Me. And I don't plan on changing it. That number is 313-247-8869. And also I am on Facebook, DJ Trump Tight Walls, Twitter, Instagram, all that. I'm not hard to find, so any social media.
You are in my house, hosted by T.Carlita, where the true stories are told and great music is played.